Index cross-reference, sublevel 9, timestamp of retrieval 0417 hours. The field marked Reason for Condemnation is blank. It is blank in the Wanderer's Almanac, 3rd revision. It is blank in the hallway registry, maintained out of what was once a private message board. It is blank in the Continuity Index, the Depth Ledger, the Fond du Lac compilation, and 6 others whose names are not relevant to this reading. 11 separate indices, 11 separate maintainers, most of whom have never communicated with one another. Every one of them marks sub-level 9 as condemned. Every one of them leaves the reason field empty. The field exists. The template requires an entry. No entry has ever been filed. The first documented descent occurred in the year 2003. A survey team of 3 individuals entered sub-level 9 through a known drop shaft located on level 8, a shaft that had been used for descent logging on 11 prior occasions without incident. The team's written log, submitted under the name of the lead surveyor, begins in standard first-person field notation. Minutes 1 through 11 describe a corridor of consistent width, damp carpet, and a temperature reading of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. At the 11-minute mark, mid-sentence, the log shifts. The sentence begins with the phrase, "I proceeded east along," and continues without punctuation, without a paragraph break, without any indication of a second author, as the surveyor proceeded east along the corridor, unaware that the count had already begun. The remainder of the document, filed under the same name, is written entirely in third person. No explanation for the shift has ever been offered by the original filing body. The document has never been amended. 3 items of recovered material remain catalogued under this descent. Exhibit designation 9 Alpha 1. A single sheet of graph paper, hand-drawn, depicting the corridor layout encountered by the 2003 team. Every hallway segment on the page, regardless of its rendered length on the paper itself, carries the identical handwritten measurement of 9.2 meters. Segments drawn at 3 centimeters and segments drawn at 11 centimeters bear the same figure. No correction is visible anywhere on the page. Exhibit designation 9 Bravo 2. A partial audio transcript, 26 minutes in total length, recovered from a handheld recorder returned to the surface by unknown means 4 years after the original descent. The timestamps embedded in the recording proceed normally for the first span, then begin counting backward, second by second, for a period of 4 minutes before correcting themselves and resuming forward progression at the exact value they would have reached had the reversal never occurred. Exhibit designation 9 Charlie 3 is not a photograph. It is a written description of one, the original image having been lost or destroyed under circumstances not recorded. The description catalogues a maintenance door, painted the same industrial yellow, common to backrooms sub-levels, bearing a stenciled number that does not correspond to any known numbering convention used in any indexed level, past or present. The description notes that the number appeared to have been altered at some point, though no earlier number is legible beneath it. Across every team that has entered sub-level 9 and filed any surviving report, one detail recurs without variation. teams unconnected to one another, separated by years and by continents, independently describe the same sensation. Not the sensation of being watched, but the sensation of being counted. Several reports use the word tallied. One report, filed in 2009, describes it as the feeling of being added to a sum that never closes. No report offers a theory as to what number is being reached for or by whom. The testimony is consistent, the interpretation is absent. 3 contact events are catalogued by case number. Case 901, dated 2005. A team of 5 entered, 4 exited. Case 904, dated 2011. A team of 3 entered, 2 exited. Case 912, dated 2017. A team of 2 entered. No member of that team has exited, and no further transmission has been received. The pattern across all 3 cases and across every other documented entry consistent enough to be included in the ledger holds without exception. Teams entering with an odd number of members exit with an even number. Teams entering with an even number do not exit. No index maintainer has offered an explanation for this pattern. It is recorded as observed fact, cited to case number, and left there. Sublevel 9 is currently designated across all 11 indices as condemned by unanimous informal consensus. No governing body enforces this designation. There is no authority within the wandering community with the standing to issue such a prohibition, and yet the prohibition holds, unchallenged, across every index that references the level. The consensus is self-perpetuating for a simple reason. No one who has entered sublevel 9 and understood the cause of its condemnation has returned to record it. Several index maintainers have, independently of one another, begun tracking the blank reason field itself as a data point, listing it alongside depth, temperature, and hazard classification, as though the absence of an answer were itself a measurable property of the level. An addendum was entered 11 days prior to this reading into one copy of the index, 1 out of the 11. The reason field, blank in every other known copy, has in this single instance been filled in. The entry consists of 4 words. No maintainer with recorded access to that specific document has claimed authorship. The handwriting has been compared against the handwriting samples of every individual known to hold editing privileges for that copy. It matches none of them